Hi guys, today is the 29th of April 2020 and it's 48 minutes past 12 in the morning over here in the UK, and I just want to put out a very quick warning. The media's talking a lot about a second wave of the coronavirus potentially occurring in the fall, and I think that's everything to do with some of the things that we see in this video. The two reference isn't just a reference to the second 9/11, it's obviously a reference to a second something. And I feel that that's a connection to a second strain of coronavirus, possibly COVID-20, a mutation of COVID-19. And I feel that this is going to occur just around the time where it's coming into the fall, where the children will be going back to school. When we look a bit further into the video, we see that we've got the George Bush character, which then mutates or transforms into the Obama character. Taking that reference, I'm looking at the possibility of the mutation occurring between the birthday of George W. Bush, which is on the 6th of July 1946, and the 4th of August 1961. Well, obviously not those years, but those dates, the 6th of July and the 4th of August. I feel that's when maybe the mutation may not occur then. It's probably already happened, but I feel like this is probably when the media will start talking about a second strain of coronavirus, a second wave also, which is occurring in the fall. Which brings me to my probably most important warning of this video, is to keep your children safe. I feel that this second wave, this second mutation of coronavirus is going to target the young, where COVID-19 targeted mostly the old people. I feel like this second strain, this mutation that would come along, would target the kids. A reference to the blue children, a lack of oxygen, blue skin, asphyxia. Again, we still got the connection to the drowning and the tsunami wave and stuff like that. And I feel that may occur, possibly, potentially, around the same time. I'm back to the August time frame. I know that George Bush says August in this video. When you play it backwards, I've showed that to all of you guys. The 8th blue character, the 2 above the head, the 27 in the background. So you got 2 here and 7 there. So you got a 27 reference. Looking at the 8th character brings me to August 27th, and then that same 8th character has 2 marks above the head. So that could potentially be the next day, August 28th. Obviously, these are just interpretations, and I hope and pray that none of these things actually happen, especially in relation to the children. But when you come right back to the beginning of the video, we have that goat, which is a adolescent goat, which is called a kid, and it's in a box, a cage of some sort. We assume this is like a FEMA camp, and obviously the connection there would be if the COVID-19 mutated to a COVID-20 that attacked young people, then the government would try, I'm not sure how successful they would be, but they would try and separate children or young people from their parents, from their families. We've already seen that down at the border, which again, just that reference with kids in cages seems to come back to that again, but this time, instead of it being immigrants, which a lot of people were supportive of, which I am totally not, it will be your own people. And at this stage, COVID-19 wave 1 is like a test of how resistant the public would be to something like that, I feel. And I've seen a lot of people talking about, health over safety, and it seems that a lot of people would be willing to maybe take that route if it meant that their child was protected. And I've talked about this before in one of my earlier videos, that as long as they can make you fear for a child's life, they can pretty much get you to do or agree to anything. And then obviously the worst situation is if all these kids and young people are separated from their families, and then something catastrophic occurs, like a tsunami or a nuclear meltdown or something like that, then a lot of chaos kids could go missing, parents could go missing. There's so much. So that's pretty much what I want to say to you guys. Be very watchful between the months of July and August for any news of mutation. I'm not sure if they'd call it a COVID-20 or just say it's a mutated COVID-19, but it does appear that the children will be affected. I just wanted to quickly, actually, as I said that, I just wanted to quickly show a couple of the images which may, obviously this is a child, very sick, medicine next to him. We zoom in on the eye, or the corona, and the iris, which is coronavirus. So again, just keeping an eye out there. Even as we go further down the video, we're shown the close-up of a lot of the different young people's eyes. Again, we've zoomed in on the eye just there, and we've gotten even closer. More again, they've always got this color around the eyes. In this instance, you know, we're thinking it's makeup, but again, she's quite young, so it could be an indication of some sort of illness that shows around the eyes. Again, obviously, I'm not sure if I can. There we go. Again, the connections of the eyes to young people, to war, and child soldiers. So again, you guys just be very cautious, be very aware that the children are one of their prime targets, and we need to protect them. And that's basically it. You guys have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and may the Heavenly Father bless you.